far.
Now, what kind of lightning spells do you have, miss?
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
Alrighty. The stream's going back on, and I am here.
So, which of you is more deserving of life?
Ooh,
Come, make your case.
Storm, I can get.
The Avatar of Storm.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Oh, okay, that's why. I had the wrong skill book. I didn't have teleportation.
Oh.
I had Thunder Jump, which isn't teleportation.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aha.
That's why. Frost touch and shocking touch.
Delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap dogfish.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Coleman there.
I'm straight. I'm true. Harry's by the cousins.
Heavenly herring. Delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap dogfish.
Alright, you ready?
Potions to bemuscle you. Scrolls to entussle you.
A good day to you.
Let's throw my armor at this end.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Oh, I didn't get the storm
Ain't a
armor.
big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for fry-up.
Red and orange, yellow and green. The finest veggies size seals ever seen. Toe of snake, wing of worm. Brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for fry-up.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Oops.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Heavenly herring. Delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap.
Don't talk to me. You're making me lose focus.
Alright, learn
Can't you
these.
see I'm busy modeling? Obviously, someone's plumage isn't magnificent enough to inspire genius. All those naysayers in the past. See what I've become. Hundreds of years from now, people will wonder, who is that cook? It must have been a grand cook, so inspired.
Potatoes.
Hey, the big cheese.
Hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no? I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sicil, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps.
Now let's go do
like
the
this
teleport.
rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
Alright, I'm coming.
I want to find teleport the chest to us.
And there's another chest I'll take you to that we need to get.
Here.
La di da di da da. Aha!
Identify boots, Anubi's gun, two-handed, and a water arrow.
Alright, follow me. I'll take you to the next chest.
Oh, the one behind the ropes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was bugging me. How's
Yeah.
Tokyo not even able to get past a pair of simple ropes?
When me and Nelson were playing, I kept trying to set it on fire.
But yeah, there was a trapdoor where that chest was, so if you want to try exploring it too later, we can do that.
Yeah, let's get on with the next part of the story, though.
That loopy legionnaire really thinks
I
that
gotta wait for the
Orchid loves him.
cooldown.
I wouldn't let it all within 500
Wish there was a
yards,
dance button. I would dance right now.
Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess
This
of
problem, there's like so many amazing games that do so much that when you're playing a game that doesn't do quite as much, it really makes you long to, you know, wish you could do stuff in the other games that you enjoy.
Is that why we never sail to Yusuf anymore?
Now let's identify all these items.
Alrighty.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Lucky Charm and Initiative on the boots, so I'll give that to you, so you'll have two.
Alright, that'll work.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard
That's
Council's
the
wife.
staff, is the two-handed weapon.
I'm not interested in staffs.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire
Cloth
really thinks
armor,
that
I'll give
Orchid
that to
charm
you.
loves him.
I wouldn't let it all
And the
within
other
500
one's
yards of my loving
two-handed
nature.
crossbow.
Psst. Ever heard about the
There you
time the
go.
captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Straight to the pub and back.
Yeah, I'm assuming you just have the robe. I don't know if you can wear it or not.
I know I've got medium or heavy armor on right now.
Alright, you can sell it.
Why we never sail to Yusuf anymore.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks
What
that
in the
Orchid
world?
charm loves
It's
him.
a weird outfit.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Alright, let's get on with the next part of the story.
Sigh, seal, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
By the way, I found out how to transfer party members when we have more group members.
Mm-hmm.
When you do start, you would change your options. You would assign one of the characters to me or keep them both on you.
Yeah, for some reason I had a character and I dismissed him accidentally, so I have no idea where he went. He just
He's
disappeared.
going to be in the guild or our base or whatever. Have you gone to the hospital or whatever yet and gotten the pyramid?
That's what we're getting ready to do now.
Oh, okay.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, excuse me. This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the sevens you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and two direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I. What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away. Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Sicile is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded, but it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously. You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. My heart breaks for the other.
Thank
No,
the seven.
no! This is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning?
What? What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will buy the quill that lasts a billion words. What's this? Two Rivalonians
Oh, take the
here
bottle of wines and
at
fill
the
it.
end of space and time? How very, very, very curious. Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zixex, the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow. At last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened. Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
That imp may be quite.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... the portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence. Though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one. After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side. You first, you first. Yes, just as I'd hoped. There she is. There it is. Come,
And welcome to our base.
And he's off! It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that not like this? No. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear That Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Alrighty, we need to have a talk now.
Not a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead.
Alrighty. And where do our people gather at?
I think they're randomly throughout the base, so you gotta kind of find them.
I just want to make sure I didn't like screw up and like kick that one guy to the curb for all time. Oh, there's butterflies up here. Interesting.
Oh, there's an awesome chest up here. The chest is a living chest and has 4 sisters. If you find the sisters in one of every realm where whatever, it tells you how to open it. That's kind of cool.
I don't see that guy anywhere.
I wonder if he's just not here yet. Or if we gotta do something else to open up more of the base to make him come here. Or if since we didn't have the base, we gotta go find him and talk to him again to then invite him.
I don't know. Alright, you ready to go back to town?
No, I actually don't know if we have the base fully unlocked, because we should have like a dining room and whatnot with tables and stuff where they would gather at.
Oh, we probably don't have it unlocked then.
Unless one of these hands is supposed to be a portal to that.
Alright, that's
my inventory as well now.
That's the portal to the inventory, or to the... Alright, where's the portal back to the town?
Oh, I think we gotta talk to Vix again saying yes, we accept, or whatever.
Ah, okay. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Come, the glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, you know, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void, I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent. Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission? Lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Lonesome, being privy to all that has been and all that is. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the Sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago. Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword. And even then, I'll be back in a jiffy. But of course, I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job. So, gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Talk to the other
How
one.
welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem. In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you. Ask and I shall answer. I am the Weaver of Time, as I have told you. Though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell. Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet, a hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old. Oh, Hunter. I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need, and all I am, is time. And time is running out, unless you remedy its decline. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul. Quite so. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed. What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the Starstones will tell us. What it is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends. I reside in another realm altogether, But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever. I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here, at the end of time, and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations. But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars, they place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These Starstones, please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
Alright, so I talked to both of them.
Do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies
Still
at its
yellow
heart?
though. Let me talk to Zigzags
Good
again.
to see you on the shelter plane. A homo like the imp said to the ballista operator. Shoot!
No, okay.
So far, it doesn't look like any of the portals are open.
Alrighty. Well, one second. Options. Waypoints. Let's go to waypoint. Cecil Harbor, I think, is the closest one. I must gather my party before venturing forth.
Okay, now start.
Waypoints. There we go.
Very good.
Alright, that was quite a bit, so I'm gonna save it real quick.
So no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone. And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, all that I understand, all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I laze beside the hearths of home. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you. Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Alright, so...
Now use the teleporting pyramid.
Okay. Inventory.
Slime.
Use.
My gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Let's see, where are you? You're in his house. Okay.
Alright, her and I have to have a little battle. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Uh-oh. She's definitely winning at the moment. Oh, she won.
A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, before the divines punish you for your aberrant ways.
What you get for trying?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send...
No, if you please. This room is
actions.
private. What's that gleam?
Alright, I'm gonna send you one of the pyramids, so that way we can teleport to each other.
Go! Away with you!
Alright, so now we have one of each.
What are you still doing here?
Ooh, we got something to do, talk to each other about.
Yep. I'm coming to you.
Those weapons I don't need.
Tomatoes.
Let me see if I got anything you can sell.
to the slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for
Still
farm
haven't learned
potatoes.
recipes for all these fish.
Not in the mood for cheese. The
I wonder,
excuse is
fish
more
vendors,
holes than
do
the
you
slice
have
of this
recipes?
fine Gorman bear.
No, you just have veggies.
Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Alright, you ready to talk?
Yep.
That's quite the valuable gift.
Only the best for my favourite partner.
A good day to you.
Your kindness is a great comfort to me. I'll return this favor at the earliest possible moment.
Let's see.
Alrighty, so
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
let's head over to the let's go to the Legionnaires' headquarters.
Well, how about that fish thief?
How about that fish thief? We stopped him from thieving one fish. Do you think he's gonna strike again?
This chick was saying, I had option to talk to this fish vendor saying, how about that thief?
No.
What do you got to sell? You're an archer person. Silver arrowhead. I don't know that arrow recipe, so I'll buy you.
Oh, I found some.
More arrows.
I found some things that might be of interest to you. I'm gonna send them to you.
You might want to come talk to this chicken over here.
I already talked to the rooster.
Oh, okay.
It's just painting.
Oh, and the painter sells treasure map.
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
All right.
Excellent.
Let's keep it that way.
Remember, you can just teleport to me.
Yeah.
I'm a little too far south.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
I don't know anything about patty cake.
Sorry, sir.
Alright, there's an event we're going to have to do real quick.
Come on with your dramatics.
It's over here.
It's not as bad as all that.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Attention!
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Get to signing recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Source Hunter.
I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
There's little in our world more valuable than the minds of men. Yes, as you've noticed, we are unpredictable species. It's likely to kill as to heal. It's best to be wary of those who need for this very reason.
Those boots will embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me. Even if one burns hot while the other wheezes cold, perhaps in time I will come to know my own kind as you have. And perhaps then I will decide for myself whether ours is a noble kind.
Alright, so I'm gonna give control of her to you. Alright, you now have control over her.
Question is, who was between... Oh, there I go.
Alright. One second, I'm gonna save right here, and then I'm gonna restart the stream because it's been going for almost an hour.
I saw that bow earlier now.
Oh, we'll find another one, I'm sure. Alright, for those of you watching, I'm getting ready to start the stream, but just hit the enter key on the browser, and it'll bring it back up, so I'm just going to restart it as soon as I stop it.